Hey Virgo, happy birthday. If your birthday is September the 16th, I hope that you all have a beautifully blessed birthday. Let's get started on your reading today. Birthday reading for the Virgo, September the 16th. Let's get started. Indecision. About a money situation. Money does not grow on trees. Okay. We got the toxic energy here. This could be somebody deciding on whether or not they want to keep a child. Maybe this is just like a real touchy subject for you, and you're just trying to figure out what it is, trying to figure out what's best for you. You're maybe doing some gambling, or not if it's a child that's involved. It's like, I'm spending too much money, unnecessary money, maybe doing some shopping or doing something to in excess of, all right? And you're having to maybe penny pinch, needing to decide to cut some things out of your life, some things that no longer serve you. Is making it harder for you to make a buck, to make a living, to hold on to some money, because you're overextending yourself in some areas and underextending yourself in other areas. So, you got to figure out what you're going to do, how you're going to do this. Maybe you're having issues paying the rent. Okay, maybe finding that stability to keep that rent paid on time, or pay it all, or whatever the situation. You're paying like a portion of it, and not and it's like too much week at the end of the money. And you're excessively worrying about this. How am I going to do this? How am I going to fix this? How am I going to make things right? I have children I have to worry about, responsibilities, and I just don't have enough money. Maybe you're getting your eyebrows done, or getting your nails done, or something, and though that's something that you should be doing, that's something that you want to do, okay. But sometimes you may need to put that on hold, especially if you're a single parent. Maybe there's some issues with your car. Um, Maybe you feel like you got to get a sugar daddy to help you heal. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do. And you don't want to, but you do it because you know you need to. Take that how it resonates, okay? There could be an offer coming towards you. Somebody is really thinking about you. They may be older, up in age. You may not want to do it, but you do what you got to do. I'm not telling you to do it, but maybe there's something that you feel you need to do. Maybe you feel like you can't stomach doing that, but you don't have to lay down, with that person, but you want to do what you got to do, and you feel alone, like there's nobody else to help you. You possibly dealing with a child who is sick, who is ailing, a child possibly who is like a special needs child or something like that, and maybe at some point you did get evicted, or put out or something like that, and you feel like you are all alone, and this person has possibly helped you in the past, but you don't want to keep relying on this person to do that. I just feel like you are a good mother, you're a good father, you are a good provider, but sometimes shit happens. Somebody here may have some issues with the landlord. Maybe you're having bats in the garage, or bats in the attic, or something like that, or a pest problem or something like that, but you want me to pay the rent, but you're not doing anything that you need to do to help me to fix some things. Yeah, I know I owe you money, but you have to hold up your end of the bargain and fix what's broken, or correct what's not right in my home or my apartment, or something like that. So I think that you're excessively worrying for all the right things, but some things you can't control. Sometimes you just gotta walk away. Maybe you can't afford to walk away, you can't afford to move to a new level, but staying strong and staying positive, and knowing that in this too shall pass, will be okay. You know, I would hate to see you living in your car, Virgo, but honestly, you have to do what you got to do for the time being. I do see you maybe having to say, what, I may have to spend a couple of nights in the car, a weekend in the car, whatever the situation calls for. You may be getting a surprise, uncomfortable eviction, and I hate that if you have to go through that. If it's not you, possibly somebody that um, I feel like they've tried to work with you, yes, but you know, sometimes it's just not enough. You just can't make ends meet, and sometimes, you know, sometimes we got to do what's best for us and just leave, you know. And like I see a sugar daddy, I see somebody who really wants to come there and help you. And even if they're not an older person, older than you, I feel like they want to help. And I'm not telling you to just go deal with this person or whatever, but you may hate to do some things like that, and I understand. I'm in total agreement. But this person may be the one person that can help you get you out of this bind. I'm not saying for you to do something that's uncomfortable, you know, for you, but I feel like they've helped you out before. But even if they didn't, it's just going to it's not going to make you feel good about that. Okay, it's not going to make you feel healthy to do some things like that. You know, maybe that person just needs some companionship or something. You know, if at all else fails, maybe ask a family member or see who you can get to contribute and pay them back, you know, when you can. It's all about your comfortability. It's all about you coming out of your head, you know, not feeling like you're all alone in this, you know. He said that they were going to do this. She said that they were going to do this, or my landlord was going to do this. I felt that I was going to get some sort of help from some sort of company or organization, but that fell through, or they didn't give me enough, or I paid it and I'm still getting kicked out, you know, whatever the situation is. And now you don't know what to do. It's like you're up the creek without a paddle. It's like one toxic situation to another. How am I going to get out of this? How am I going to move forward? When am I going to get support? I can't hold these people back much longer. So no, I feel like no matter what it is you do, no matter how it is you're going to do it, I don't think the judgment is going to be in your favor. They can't put you out. You go to court. They can't put you out immediately. They got to give you time to move. And some of them make it to the point where they say, look, I've given you all this time. I'm giving you 10 days to get the hell up out of this house or this apartment. Okay. And that's not always the best, but I kind of do feel like you need to leave before the eviction takes place. And two, the landlord is not a good person anyway. They are a toxic person. They are a possibly drinks a lot. They possibly already tried to hook up with you, you know. And this is another reason why they're trying to move on without you in that house, is because they you turned them down or whatever. Well, you can stay here as long as you want to, as long as you know, quid pro quo kind of shit, you know. um, give you something, you give me something. I give you something, I get something out of it, you know, which is nasty as fuck. Excuse my expression, but yeah, I do feel like you need to leave that situation alone. You need to move. You need to go. Um, you may need to go to a shelter for a couple of days, a couple of weeks, a couple of months, or ask a friend or somebody or a family member to stay in the basement, sleep on the couch or something, because I feel like this landlord is shady as F. You got to do what's best for you. All right? I know this is like a crazy kind of reading for your birthday, but it will resonate with maybe a couple of people, whatever. But take what you will and leave the rest. Talk to you later.